As afternoon turned inexorably to evening, I discovered that my master was one of those gentlemen who broke their silence rarely, if at all. A guard rapped on our door again. On our door a few miles before Dover. "We are about to submerge," he warned. "Take some people a bit funny, so watch out." "What do you mean submerge? But it is safe, is it not?" "Very good." "Very good," I replied, as though submerging inside a 1,000-ton metal train is quite ordinary for me. "If you feel claustrophobic," the guard replied, "try running up and down the corridor. I always find the exercise helps." With that, he closed the door. I cannot help a shiver. I pressed my face to the window glass, or would Monsieur Fogg be claustrophobic? I would like to see it, but he is my boss. I'm gonna see it. I pressed my face to the window glass as the fins above the amphitrite wheels extended with a hydraulic hiss. Night fell as we plunged past the end of the track into the freezing water of the English Channel. The relationship with Fogg has strengthened slightly. Yes! I don't pronounce the N in Monsieur, but I've always pronounced the N in Monsieur. It's like, Monsieur Bubblebutt. Hello! It's like, that's perfect French. Yes. You know, I'm really glad water exists. The Aphrodite plowed through the water overnight and splashed onto the wider gauge. French tracks at Calais as dawn broke. Do you have a route in mind? Monster? I began to consider what we might require for our journey.
Tell me about it.
Tell me about the route you have in mind, Master. I asked, as the water of the channel dried from the compartment windows. I am yet undecided, my master admitted. Wow, he even said master. It adjusted for me. The new canal has sped up the shipping route from Suez to Bombay, though perhaps we could take the Trans-Siberian Railway across Russia. Whoa, surely not Siberia, I exclaimed. It is so cold and grim, and I have a particular fear of bears. Then we would do well to buy furs, he replied, refraining from rolling his eyes. There are other alternatives. We may also travel overland and across the Black and Caspian Seas. Oh, but which is the safest? Master Fogg raised an eyebrow. There is no place in the world which is not safe for an Englishman, he said coolly, with a great finality. Parbleu, I scarcely knew what to think. We arrived at Paris Gare du Nord just after 1 o'clock. Automaton porters lifted our luggage and then our persons onto the platform with long, delicately filigreed iron arms. Paris, city of my heart. I was home, but not to say. Stay. There was a T in there. Nice. Yo, we found a new route. That looks dope. I like that route. Ooh. Moscow, Moscow. Hey, what's up, Davian? Absolutely, man. Always. My lord. Hey, nice. Some of my positions could be sold handsomely here. Oh, is that so? Really? Well then, let's explore first. Whoa. We had a few hours to spare. I asked Master Fogg if I might enjoy my city before we had to leave. Indeed, and you should learn anything of note. Be sure to relay it. Whoa. Don't pronounce the R in Monsieur. Right, huh? Oh, okay. So, Monsieur. Okay. I nodded and headed into town. The talk in the streets was one thing only, an enormous, elegant oval stadium, constructed upon the green hills fields of Champ de Mars, and containing the technological marvels, art, amusement parks, and milling crowds of the World's Fair of 1872. My city still wore the scars of last year's siege. I ventured inside, but I was certain Master Fogg did not intend for me to visit fairs. I could learn so much in there, though. So much in the World's Fair. Ventured inside. I ventured inside the grand illuminated pavilions of the exposition. An artificer was replacing an arc light. I went west towards the airship hangar. Airship hangar? Whoa. I went west towards the airship hangar, past a booth, and with a husband and wife pair selling panoramic hot air balloon rides to eager tourists. I inquired as to their hourly rate. The hangar was crowded with airships. That's what we're talking about. The hangar was crowded with airships and flying vehicles of all shapes and sizes, attended by sharp-eyed crews from all over the world, and my eye was immediately caught by the African-made rigid metal balloon, the gilded Egyptian Ifrit-class airship, the metal-clad four-propeller Savarkar Atmotic, the bulky coal-gas-powered Ottoman Gaic, or the twin-bladed Peruvian gyrocopter. I gotta go with the Egyptian one, man. That sounds dope. The Egyptian Ifrit-class airship, painted all over with stylized poppies and feathers. It resembled nothing more than a vast flying sarcophagus. Creepy. Do people really fly in such things? I asked the exhibitor.
Indeed, hundreds of them do, and every day,
he replied with a booming laugh.
They say the skies of Arabia are crisscrossed with the trails of Egyptian ships.
Perhaps one day soon, Master Fogg and I would find ourselves flying in such a craft. I returned to the exposition center, my thoughts turning with clouds and engine rotors. Avenues sprawled in every direction between the inviting illuminated pavilions of the exposition. Well, I guess I could check out that arc light. An artificer was replacing an arc light which had burned out. She first disconnected the strange machine powering the lights. It had a spinning iron wheel which was wound around with a series of armature coils. What is that device, artificer? I asked politely, my eye straying to the copper lily pin which proclaimed her profession.
It's a bleeding nuisance is what it is,
the artificer grumbled in a thick Yorkshire accent.
Huh. These graham machines are finicky beasts!
Well, I often find that to be the case. I replied gotchly.
Oh, yeah? You an artificer, are you? You look like a stuffed bird.
I bristled. I'm a gentleman's gentleman, and therefore accomplished at many things.
Well, when I next have a gear shaft that needs its whiskers trimming, I'll call for you.
I retreated hastily, not at all in terror of her irate tone. The harshness of her tone was belied by a gentle touch. As she unscrewed an arc light's globe of enameled glass and replaced the 2 carbon rods within, she reconnected the supply, and 10 Yablokov candles connected in series lit up once more. They are miraculous. I breathed. The artificer snorted.
Their hard work is what they are. Miracles indeed.
But her mouth softened into a small, proud smile. She looked at her pocket watch, cursed, and hurried off, dropping something as she went. I'd hurried after to return it, and she thanked me.
My medallion! I'll need it to get my lunch from the canteen. Thank you.
I bowed in return, and she giggled.
Stop that! You'll make me blush.
She rubbed the coin thoughtfully.
I was given this for my work in Istanbul, you know. I made very special automaton. I think it works as a driver now, on the route up from Izmir. I think that's right.
An automaton who can drive?
Of course. Is that so strange?
I could only shrug. Who knows what this normal is? What is normal in this modern world? I looked about once more. Man, I really nailed that Yorkshire accent pretty good. Crowds of tourists jostled and heaved past, their eyes wide with wonder. I headed towards the red and purple tents of the Artificers Guild. I took a stroll down the Avenue of Nations. The Artificers Guild indeed. Oh wait, I gotta talk more like Kiwo. Okay. I headed towards the red and purple. I'll tell you about it. Red and purple tents of Artificers Guild, draped with banners emblazoned with a copper lily sigil. A steam-powered automaton orchestra played gleaming brass instruments. It had most incredible display of machines. As though a scrapyard had been brought to a playful life, one of the Artificers was explaining the guild's credo to a group of sticky-fingered kids, or had his hands deep inside a human-shaped automaton. Kinky. Rummaging through its clockwork innards, he took out a piece of engraved glass and peered at it with a jeweler's loupe. "Dashed thing," he cursed in an upper-class English tones, and then looked up. "Oh, hello. I didn't mean to interrupt. What are you doing?" Or, I pointed at the shard. "What's that thing? It should probably be nice. I didn't mean to interrupt." I said politely. "Nonsense, young man." He waved the glass shard dismissively. "I'm trying to build an automaton that can cook, you see. But it's not going well." He looked mournful. "This one can't even fry a chip." "Oh no, not a chip." "Surely humans are perfectly capable of cooking, or how long have you been trying?" I asked. "It's been a dream of mine ever since I was a young lad at boarding school. It's why I became an officer." The wistful tone dropped into horror.
"The things old Mrs. Parsons could do to a cabbage. The tender stomachs of Britain's youth will be much safer in mechanical hands."
"Do you cook yourself?"
"Not a jot,"
the artificer replied cheerfully, then stroked his mustache.
"Do you suppose that's the fly in the ointment?" He thumbed me on the back. "Good thought, old chap. Perhaps I'll go and find myself a cook to model my automaton upon."
The artificer replied, smiled. I wished him well in his culinary endeavors. He was, at least, in the right city to find a cook, and returned to the center of the exposition, ears ringing with the bombastic tunes of the steam orchestra. My feet were tiring, and the hour was growing late. I returned to Master Fogg, who was eating a meal of plain boiled beef. À l'anglaise. "Did you enjoy the exposition?" "Oh,
Did you enjoy the exposition?"
my master inquired diffidently, as though I had been out visiting an aged great-aunt, having preferred a hearty meal and an English newspaper, and I nodded. You know, I nodded. Nothing else could impress me now. We are unspeakably lucky to live in such a great age of invention. Will we travel by airship, do you suppose? Ooh.
"I think it is highly likely," he replied. "They are expensive, but extremely fast."
I dreamed that night of mechanical wonders and automatons with beautifully enameled faces, knowing little of the strange inventions of strangers' peoples I would soon encounter in my journey around the world.
Yes.
You know?
"The clock is ticking, Passaporte."
Passapartout?
We must decide our next steps quickly.
Okay. Let's, make some muns, maybe. Ooh. Geometry. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Do we really need a woolen shirt or trousers? I mean, we all know who needs pants. Wait. Can I buy an extra suitcase? So? Maybe I'm dumb. Oh, maybe I just have to put stuff in there first, and I can just put it in there. All right. Let's see. Get us some that. Definitely need some of that. Shaving is very important. Freaking drawing instruments precisely. Psh, we're gonna get hairy up in this, so we gotta be ready. Then geometry. We're so ready. We're so ready. Let's friggin' rock. Okay. We could go to Vienna sausage. We could go to nice. I do like nice. Nice sounds nice. Let's see. All right. If we go to nice, we could take that route there. The fear I have a broken... Oh, God knows. Actually, wait. Yo, I want to go there. That looks... Whoa, we'd have to go across. Hey. All right. We're going there. We're going to Moscow. Naomi, watch out. We're coming. I expect this departure could be adjusted. Oh, could it? Okay. The Englishman's wardrobe should yield results. Continue. Most generous. No charge tomorrow. Good. We're doing it, chat. You just gotta wait, I guess. Screenshot. Yay! Hotel. Yes. We took a hotel for the night. We will be comfortable here, Monsieur Fogg. Monsieur. Fogg remarked. Hold on a second, I gotta see what this is. Six. All right, cool. Docs. Shit. But traveling overnight will often be more efficient. Oh, okay. So we must board the longest journeys available, or where possible. Where possible. I should watch Mindhunters on Netflix. But what if they want my mind? We cannot travel where it is not possible, certainly, he replied. Still, the surrounds of the Hotel Ritz were most enjoyable. So, let's get going, gamer. Vienna sausage. Uh-oh. Oh. Shit. It's pretty expensive. Fucked up. Let's go. Yes. Boarding the Orient Express was an altogether calmer affair than our race through London had been. Mechanical porters loaded us in through the windows, then snapped them shut with a delicate... The show about serial killer stuff? Aw, man, but that's a bummer. Like, I want to, like... Oh, okay. Sorry, let's look at that. I want to, like, watch shows about, like, chill stuff. Like, this sounds crazy, but I know the world's already a shitty enough place as it is, so that's why I've been more of a fan of watching fictional stuff lately, as opposed to, you know, non-fictional stuff. Because, like, I've already got out of my system that I've had my phases of looking into serial killers. I've already looked into all that shit. I get it. People suck. But now I just want to see some dragons and some witchcraft and shit, some cool stuff. You know, I'm done with all that crap. I've literally, it's, you know, you get it. Let's see. The train was very beautiful. The train was extremely fast. The train would be the first leg of a much longer journey. You know? This train was pretty fucking speedy. It could sweep us across the whole of Europe, or at least as far as the Deutsches Kaiserreich, where the track currently ceased. At last long whistle blew, and we began our journey east. Yes. So... Oh. Greetings, monsieur.
Can I help you at all, monsieur? I am the god of this train.
Oh, I want to talk about Vienna sausages. Now, what do you know about Vienna?
Oh, the Austro-Hungarian Empire has been growing in strength.
Oh. Well, that's, okay. How about Budapest? Because that's like right next door. Is there a route from Vienna to Budapest?
I believe so. One can travel in a private car from Vienna to Budapest, but the journey is a tiring one.
Well, that's a thing. About Odessa.
Look here, some buyers will pay well for woolen cloaks from Odessa. But now, there are Russians aboard. Do you know them?
Thinking emoji. My apologies, monsieur. I do not.
Ah, but they are making a terrible noise.
I'm sorry. Well, goodbye. Wonder Bar. My master wished to be undisturbed wait, what? My master wished to be undisturbed, so, as we left Paris, I barred our compartment door. I left him and went to explore the train. I want to be alone with my master. Maybe give him some pets? I barred our compartment door and we settled down to rest. Relations with Fog have strengthened slightly. It's okay, monsieur. Do not worry. We've arrived at Vienna in the early hours of the morning. The customs officials insisted on searching our bags of all things. Artificing tools. I don't think we have any. I queried the official.
Tell me about it.
Foreigners are forbidden from making automata within the borders of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, he repeated with a bored expression. A strange state of affairs. But I was hardly an artificer. So it mattered little. The sun rose in the sky as we left the station, illuminating the wide tree-lined avenues of Vienna in a pale, welcoming light. Thanks, Intermediate CPU, and Dragon Boy Creep, and Jazzy Cats, and Timo.
There seems to be no departures today, so we should explore a little.
Okay. Show me the world. Whoa. Warsaw! I did not see a single flesh and blood soldier in Vienna, the city of music. My dear friends, the rumors are quite real. The Austro-Hungarian Empire's might is built upon its armies of mechanical men. They are a magnificent sight. Their pewter faces are homogeneously handsome. I want to kiss them. Though some have fine horsehair mustaches attached to their upper lips, and subtle variations in the flecks of their eyes. As I watched, I was approached by a bookish fellow who hurried out from under the impressive eagle-arched portcullis of the Zughaus, the Imperial Armory. You think them fantastical? He demanded, a curious tone in his voice. Terrifying, I replied. Automata built for war? It is worse than you could imagine, he replied. He stuck out his hand. Her dad's apprentice engineer, the Imperial Kragoschreischer. We went to a cafe to talk. I plied him with wine. I do have wine. Or champagne, I don't remember which. To loosen his tongue, and once he started talking, he would not stop. Have you noticed none of the mechanical soldiers carry weapons? He hissed. What did you make of that? They're strong, I suppose. I replied, disliking the turn of conversation.
Inside each of the Mozart Haydn device. Inside each is a Mozart Haydn device, perfectly tuned, her dancer replied. The song the soldiers sing is one of devastation. A battalion in harmony can punch through a steel wall.
He drew a gilded flute from his scabbard and laid it on the table, looking at it thoughtfully. That flute is how you control them. I hazarded. Her dancer hesitated, but I slid my glass of wine across the table and his eyes glazed as he drank it in one swallow.
Yes, the Musiker Soldaten, control them with our instruments. I'm the finest flautist in...
See, when I hear flautist, I think of flautas, and those are delicious.
In the Viega Cree Schwarzscherter,
He began, to my horror, to weep. I stole the flute. It was a moment's impulse, and her dancer was distracted. It was a beautiful thing. Gilded and smoothly polished, I tucked the flute away quickly.
As a boy, I dreamed of joining the Artificers Guild, he confessed,
voice blurry with drink.
But for some reason born in this century, it is impossible. The Kaiser and the Guild are sworn enemies.
The guild, I reminded him, were politically neutral. I pitied his circumstances. His self-pity disgusted me. Wow, that's rude. Thank you, Magic Function and Blue Willow. Oh shit, Blue Willow says, hey Cry, I'm having a bad edible trip at the moment, but don't worry, we're gonna get through this shit. Oh, damn, good luck, boo-boo. The guild, I reminded him, were politically neutral. He shook his head.
The Guild are forbidden within the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Our automata are not Guild approved. They are our own.
His mouth was a cold line.
The Guild could not countenance
it's really hard to talk today.
The Guild would not countenance building such monsters.
Thanking him for the coffee, I strolled back along the avenues, examining my stolen flute in the waning light. Under its gilded and manicured beauty lurked something sharper and more bloodthirsty. It was as contradictory as Vienna itself, at once the city of music and the city of war. Your funds have gone down a touch, relations with Fog have deteriorated slightly, your character is now sharp. What does that mean? What does that mean? Look at this flute. A Viennese flute. It's worth $810 in Alexandria? Oh. Okay, that's... Whoa, if we go to Berlin, we can make 2,300 bucks? Holy shit. Chat. We gotta go to Moscow, Warsaw, or Budapest to sell this geometry set. Okay. This is dope. I like this. This is cool. I'm vibing it. Market. Whoa. I don't suppose you want my stuff already. I mean, like, 69. Someone said, the guard said that this sells for a lot in somewhere, I thought. I think it's the real Squid Shady. Just celebrated my birthday by buying my first gaming desktop. Fuck yeah, dude! Been using an old Frankenstein, running on an L2 core processor producing smoke. Duder! Happy birthdays, man. You celebrated it proper. By not wasting it on a bunch of alcohol and a party, but wasting it on a dope computer that you will actually use. Nice. Also, Tiny Banana Monster and Casey, thank you. Okay, so, yep, it's worth a lot in Antalya, part of the engineer set, and part of the Dusty Road set. Do I have a Dusty Road thing? No. No, I don't. Okay. Oh, I could sell the whole thing for... it's not worth it. Gold dust? I don't think we have gold dust. Furlisa. It's like Furlease. I'll take it. Thanks, gamer. Okay.